Hi, this is Dr. Beaulieu, and I want to show you how you can see the feedback on a quiz. So first of all, I want to point out that I am logged in as a student, impersonating a student, because I want you to be able to see this from your perspective. I think things look a little different on the teacher side of the computer. So I'm going to go over to grades, excuse me, and I'm going to see if you ever want to know how it was calculated in a smaller version of it, you can click here. Okay, and these are the grades. And it's easy to see the feedback when there's a rubric because you can just click on this and see what I wrote to you. And then overall feedback, that is just I put in general typically when something is overdue. Okay, so to see the graded rubric, you'll see which one I clicked. So there you go. That one's pretty self-explanatory. So instead of looking at the grades, I'm going to go under progress. It's taking its time. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so then when I get to the progress, I'm going to click here, quizzes, and I'm going to click on graded attempts. And these show me the quizzes if I had feedback. So this one right here is the one that I'd like to pull up. Your work has been saved and submitted. This is your score. These are the answers. Now, I try to make it so that after you've submitted it, you can see the correct answers. But if for some reason I didn't click the right button, please send me an email or Zoom me, or however is the best way to get in contact, and I will change it because I want you to be able to see what you did wrong. Okay, so for this one right here, make sure there are no gum errors on all of the quizzes, and these were the words, and here was a sentence: the avant-garde steam whistle composer raised a furor among steam enthusiasts. And this comma doesn't belong there, and so a point was deducted for a comma punctuation error. Excuse me, down here, I did this one is 0 out of 2, and I wrote a point was deducted for a comma error and another for an apostrophe error. The arduous task of repairing the ship's coil drive, that should be an apostrophe showing ownership, and then there's no reason to put a comma between the subject part of a sentence and the predicate size of the sentence. It's a fun sentence, though. I do appreciate it. But that's why those points were taken off. And here you should be able to see the correct answer. This is the one the student chose, and this is the one that should have been chosen. Again, same thing here. And then for why I should master the 5-paragraph essay, here is a sentence, and very nicely done. This should be spelled differently, cited. Points were deducted for multiple spelling errors. And capitalization, you don't want to capitalize right here. There's no question mark right here. There's no reason to put a comma in between the subject and the predicate. Okay, the comma should be right here after students, not after but. And then she did say, not she would say, so we want to make sure we're careful with our verbs. As a professor of first year, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's very nicely quoted there. And then, although if I attempt to become a writing master, you would put a comma, they will expect me to take my writing to the next level. So there needs to be a comma. Despite this comma, you must learn. This is called tense switching, and we want to stick to the same tense. Where you can learn to do the fun stuff. And this is what I should master. You don't want to go back and forth between you and I. You want to stick to the same one, which I put down here. Now, I strongly suggest that all of my students download Pro Writing Aid or Grammarly, and I also enable the HTML editing during your quizzes so that you can double check it. The computer's supposed to be able to help you with that. So I hope that this was helpful. Please reach out if you have any more questions.